What's good, y'all? It's your boy Jay back at it again, and today we got Luffy's best and worst arcs for One Piece by my dog Tia. So Sage, you already know what the deal is, man. Follow me on both J's here and J's there. And without further ado, let's get started.
I'm gonna Google One Piece arcs in order, and then chat. You let me know if I'm on one of those sites that's being way too meticulous about it. First arc of One Piece I'm seeing is East Blue.
Ooh, oh, that's more like a saga. The East Blue arc. I'd say a saga. Like a saga to me is a collection of arcs. So arc, yeah, that's the saga. You know what I'm saying? Chad agrees, but I'd say if we just gonna do this, Romance Dawn. If I do this like Z, S, A, B, C, and then trash, like these just below that, I'd probably put Romance Dawn. Beat Axe Morgan very easily. Beat Alvida. Then he inspired Kobe. I just, B's like you did your thing. B solid. Orange Town, low div to Buggy. B, Syrup Village. I guess B, like most of these. Arlong Park, I'll give him, he was cold. I'll give him like an A+. Or I might bump up to S. I don't know. Buggy, he wasn't even in that shit. Logtown, I guess a C. Yeah, I guess his average would be like a B or
okay, we're gonna speed run the East Blue saga per se, but we'll give out grades for everybody. We're starting off with technically like 7 arcs, but I'm gonna put them all into one because looking at the list, they're all pretty similar.
Like they're not long enough for me to make actual commentary on it.
Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. It's known as the East Blue Saga, but you know, there's the Romance Dawn arc, the Orange Town arc.
But these are really short. Like you could watch this arc in like 2 hours. This is like a 90. You could watch, like, if you skip the intro. This is like 9. This is less. This is like an hour exactly. If you skip intro and shit. Like you could probably binge all this in a day if you skip the intro, the outro, and watch it on 2x speed. But
Frontier arc, the Syrup Village arc, Arlong Park, etc., etc. Basically, the recruitment of the Straw Hats. There's some that are significant.
Base recruitment of the Straw Hats, like the big, like the 5.
Significantly different. In fact, for the sake of him, I'll point out the ones that I do feel are significantly different. But recruiting Straw Hats arc of One Piece.
I say Arlong Park would be an A. I could give him putting his hat on Nami's head was the first time, like, okay, this nigga Luffy might actually be him. I'd also probably say that his fight with Arlong was by far the best fight in the East Blue. But yeah, I don't know. I might put it in A+. I might put him in A+. I don't know about S. I'd have to debate S, but overall, yeah, I'm putting his average at like a B. You did your thing. You fought the main bad guy. You got your straw hats. That was cool. I'm bumping Arlong to like an A+. I ain't gonna lie.
For the most part, I gotta give him a B+.
Yeah, B+. Like B is like you did your thing. You did solid. Cause Luffy was putting niggas on T-shirts with little to no difficulty in the East Blue.
Luffy, one, succeeds in what he's doing. He succeeds across the board. He does recruit everybody that he wants to recruit. However, there are some high highs and low lows. There's some times where he just gets insanely bailed out. For example, in Romance Dawn, I'm pretty sure this is where he sees Zoro. Like this is where he sees Zoro get shot at, somehow doesn't get cooked. You know what I'm saying? With Sanji, for example, unironically, the 2 strongest ones, right? With Sanji, Butter Knife pulls up and almost dolos everybody, and he kind of just gets the approval of Butter Knife guy. So in those 2, I'd give him like a C. Hell, maybe even an F for fucking Romance Dawn, especially if we're gonna count his initial backstory, as someone in chat mentioned with Shane.
F is crazy. Cause I need to rewatch One Piece because I forget a lot of shit because it's been so long since I watched it. But I mean, the nigga did. I mean, Romance Dawn, I could give him like a B-. I mean, yeah, he beat Axe Morgan. He recruited Zoro. He inspired Kobe to set out on his dream. Like, I don't know if we could put that as F-.
Thanks, then. Oh my god. But when it comes to Arlong Park and Syrup Village, and you know, the Buggy side
either
quest,
way, his average for this saga is a B.
Even though I really count that shit. Logtown, I would say he pretty much succeeds. He kind of handles his business, again, recruiting the Straw Hats, getting the team closer as a unit, and making them all believe in him as a captain. So I would say he gets a B. It's or maybe even a C. because it's high highs and low lows. It's really high highs and really low lows. So I'll go C+ to B-. Gun to my head, if you don't like C+ or B-, I guess put me in at B tier because I think you're more positive than negative. But I honestly, if I had to properly grade him, I'd give him a C+. I think East Blue Luffy gets a C+. Sorry if you're triggered that I grouped them all, but it's not that they're
I'm not doing Orange Town foot. No,
less interesting arcs. They're just kind of insanely.
They're just too short. Yeah, I'm putting him in B. I don't think he's C-. Does he have some dumb moments? Yeah, but Luffy has dumb moments in every arc.
Similar. Arlong Park alone brings him to B. Arlong Park alone is his A. Yes, but I'm not bringing him to B there. Next up, I think it's safe to say that we're going to call this the Alabasta arc.
Alabasta, okay. Nah, he lost twice to Crocodile. He lost twice. He was getting washed. Where do I put this nigga? Where do I put him? Where do we put him? Where do we put him? I'm thinking maybe what? Thinking maybe B? Nah, not B. I have to put him like C or some shit. He beat Crocodile, but nigga got folded twice.
Luffy. This is actually tough. So
he beat Crocodile. If this is the Alabasta Saga, that goes for Whiskey Peak. Okay, that's way more. Did you say arc or saga?
Stop. Think it's safe to say that we're gonna call this the Alabasta arc. Starhead Luffy. This is actually tough. So he wins, right? No shit, he wins. But if I have to be honest,
no, I have to put it C+. C.
This nigga got luck.
I have to put C. I'm happy to go C. Not D tier because he did beat Crocodile. He did accomplish his goal, but goddamn, this nigga got folded like twice. He had to get bailed out by Nico Robin, bailed out by the Bird Pale nigga. Like, nah, bro. You got folded too. You got folded twice by the main bad. I gotta lower your rank, bro.
Shit.
Crocodile would have killed that nigga like at least twice.
I'm even gonna go C-. I saw someone.
Yeah, I said C. I knew it was C. You got folded crazy.
Say A. No way. Does he call
Luffy's A tier in terms of performance? That's like A tier is like motherfucker. What's his A? What would his A tier be? Like, let me think. I don't know, bro. His A tier would be like whole cake or some shit.
A significant
definitely not this. No
change by defeating Crocodile. Yes, he does. Did he look very cool doing it? Yes, he does. But there is at least
hey Glaze, no. The best you're getting out of me is a B-. He's going C+.
3 times consistently where it just looks like you fucking lost. and I can't give you an A if your tutor, if your fucking mom, your dad, everybody else is backpacking you through the arc. I think it'd be very disingenuous to future A's and B's.
Yeah, he's not B, my nigga.
And S's and even Z's or O's for the One Piece episode per se. If I said that in Alabasta, he also gets an A or a B, that is insane.
Yeah, this is his first loss.
To me, this is like one of those arcs where, holy fuck, Luffy, you getting your ass beat the fuck.
This is the first time I'm like, god damn, this nigga getting washed.
Fuck, and you barely.
He fought a real nigga.
Yo, your straw hats, man. These niggas were on their own the whole time. Nami almost died. Like, I know all the time Nami almost dies or Usopp almost dies, but this time,
yeah, she actually almost died. Like, this is, I think, the first fight where she, like, I think her fight with the CP9 agent, she was better after that. This fight, she was about to die.
Nami really almost died. This is probably to this day the most believable time for me that Nami could have died. When she was fighting that motherfucker that was like sharp kicks and stuff like that. And I think it was like the first time she used the climb attack or second time she used the climb attack. This was the most believable time. I was like, holy shit, Nami might really die or get kidnapped or some shit. Like, this is not going well for her. Zoro and Sanji, they did their motherfucking thing. It also has Vivi in it, but it's unfortunate. Honestly, the only reason it's not a D is because he punched Vivi. I'm just gonna.
I forgot this nigga hates Vivi, bro. Fucking knew he was gonna throw some Vivi hate.
he punched Vivi, so there's that. But outside
hater,
of punching
bro.
Vivi, I can't. There's no way. I think that's very unfair.
I can't put this nigga higher than anything out of C tier. I could actually see a C- argument because this nigga got folded a lot.
To the rest of the A's and B's in this arc, if I sat there and said, and there will be an exception to the rule when there's time, but if I sat there and said an arc where he not only looks defeated, but it looks like rationally there's no way for him to win, and it's just a matter of him spinning the block repetitively, not helping anybody else on the way, then I'm like, oh yeah, he did that, bro. There's no way. It's just no way. Ace introduction, I'm not grading the arc. I'm grading what Luffy did in the arc. If I'm grading that's entirely different. Please don't, and I'm not saying he was. Maybe he was keeping it consistent.
Oh, and he
there,
got
but-
lost in the desert.
see,
Yeah, I honestly see an argument for D tier. I'm going C-. I ain't gonna lie.
Please comment 242. Straw Hat Fan numero uno. Do not take this video as me grading the arc in its entirety as bad or good or whatever. I am talking about just Luffy, just his performance as a star student type shit and things of that nature. Luffy just talked crazy to Vivi in the arc. Yeah. Skypiea is next. I'm not gonna lie.
Where do we put Skypiea? I don't even know. I guess B. I guess B.
Unless my memory is shit, I think Skypiea might be like a A-. Because I know he did good against N.
He beat this nigga with the help of Usopp and Sanji. He beat Enel, putting the meats on this nigga. He didn't lose. He accomplished his goal. He has his shadow silhouette in Sky Island because he rung the bell. He discovered it was real. He didn't really lose it. I probably put him B+. I'm going B+.
No. But then he fell, but then he got back up. Someone said C? Y'all saying C?
Nah, it's definitely not in the same tier as Alabasta. Nah, fuck that shit. He got lucky as fuck that he was winning. I mean, yeah, but that's just. I mean, even if you say he's lucky, he's still performing the way he performed. I'm going B.
It was a C. He did good against. He did good against Eno. The only thing that he was like fucking up was when the hockey dudes came through. He didn't know what to do with that. He got mixed by that. Maybe we could talk B. So here's why I initially go A-. Let me talk from my initial gut, and then we'll see what happens. So Luffy, very straightforward. Can't give him an A+. His quirk allowed him to do what he did. In short, and if you want to dock points for that, you can. I'm not going to dock but so much for it because I just grading on what he could do. I mean, I can't change the fucking villain. But in terms of how he performed, what his goals were to accomplish, and then, you know, the side narrative goal, I mean, he literally rang the bell and gave hope to the motherfuckers in the coolest way
He was
possible.
stuck in that snake, yo. I ain't gonna lie.
He
That was
dealt
crazy.
with people that were like exploiting hockey and he didn't know what the fuck that was or how to do it. When you think it's impossible, he got all the way back up there. Luffy wasn't bad in this arc by any means. At all. You could just
He
argue
did get stuck in the snake's mouth for like 5 episodes. Yeah,
he
no.
gets insanely lucky. That is fair. And if you want to do that, maybe you talk me into like B tier. I would honestly, I might meet you in the middle with a B+, because sure, he does get very lucky, but he doesn't do bad by any metric.
It's
very,
B+.
very unfair to dock Luffy just because of the luck that he gets in here, or just because by the literal design for him to do good in this arc. If he was ass, we'd give him an F, but he wasn't ass. He was set up to succeed in this arc, and he kind of did succeed in this arc. He gets Ultra Instinct. He kind of even slowly tries to tap into it. Now it's not effective, but he taps into it a little. He gets carried. No, he doesn't get carried against Enel. The whole thing is nobody but Luffy can kind of fuck with Enel. He doesn't get carried.
Yeah, he did not
I get
get
what you're
carried.
trying to get off, but no, there's no way. There's no way I'm going to say he got carried in the entire arc and he's the only one that could even land a hit against the big bad. At some point, that has to amount for something. That's crazy. So, yeah, I'm comfortable with B+, maybe even an A- here. I think I'm going to be nicer than chat is. And I think I'm going to go A-. Comment below why you think I'm glazing. Sure,
B+.
whatever. I'm going to stick with my initial gut. I think chat just doesn't like Skypiea that much, to be fair. Maybe that's a gaslight out of me. But I really don't think... I really just think, like, damn, if he was... Because he wasn't perfect in this arc. And again, he does get lucky. But
Yeah, I'm going
if
B. I'm going B. I'm going
he
B.
failed, we would give him an F because of all the stuff that he was supposed to do.
I've never gone like, yeah, if you watched it week to week, I understand how it'd be slow, but all of One Piece is slow. All of One Piece is moving slow.
But considering he succeeds and then even goes beyond of punching the guy to ring the bell in the process, I have to give him an A. Water 7 / Enies Lobby.
Water 7 and Enies Lobby. Let me think. Yeah, this dude was had to basically be mature as a captain and as a leader in general. Got whooped initially by Lucci. He did spin the block for Usopp, so that was tough. He fought Usopp. You know what I'm saying? Let me think. What else did this nigga do in Water 7? He saved Robin. That's obviously a plus. That's a huge plus, actually. He unlocked Gear 2. I'm putting this shit in A+.
I am combining both. Me and Chad had a deliberation about it. I just think the setting changes more than the entire story change.
Story doesn't change. They just move like I just say keep them in the same it's like it's the same thing. The narrative is still the same.
Water 7 kind of builds towards Enies Lobby, and I don't want to just be like, oh, well, this is a build up, so this gets this, and then we got it. No, it's the same fucking plot. It's just the literal setting changes. Comment below why you disagree with that. Whatever. God, fine. Go fuck yourself. Subscribe to a different channel.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Was a good friend of mine.
I'm not hearing shit. This is S. I'm really not hearing it. Luffy was straight up S tier in this arc. Straight up.
Yeah.
He had
A+. I went A+. Let me think. Why, like, S tier? I'm leaning towards S tier. I ain't gonna hold you, but this nigga. Let me think. He got folded by Lucci. He had to deal with all the allegations and shit against him by the people of Water 7. I don't know. I forgot he got Frankie on the team. He got Frankie. Yeah, I might have to put. He recruited a new member, beat Robin. Nobody died. He matured and grew up as a man and as a captain. Yeah, I might have to put this on S. He fought everyone in these. I beat 2 other in the group. He beat Bruno and he beat Lucci. Yeah, I might have to. My only argument is that he needed help against Lucci, like a pep talk. But even so, yeah, I might have to get that nigga S, bro. I'm not going anything lower than A. I'm not going anything lower than A. No.
Has certain character flaws. He has certain things where it's like, okay, I disagree with you.
I might have to shift my points. You know what I'm saying? Niggas gonna call me a glazer, but yeah.
Luffy, what about the Mary? Oh, I disagree with you, Luffy. You should probably work on something before you keep trying to fight these niggas. I disagree with you, whatever the case. Cool. In terms of what Luffy does in this arc.
Yeah, maybe A for, yeah, he did get stuck in the building. He did fool around a lot in this arc. Or at least he had there that ramen sacrifice something and he locked the fuck in. But other than they split a hole in the sea train. That was some wild shit. Yeah,
to affect the One Piece world, let alone his crew. What the else do we possibly talk about? This may be.
Yeah, but what this nigga did, nigga, he infiltrated and left a government organization, a big 3. Yeah, I gotta give him an S. I'm sorry.
One of the fattest S's, if not the fattest S on the list. Do you understand? The nigga unlocks second gear. The nigga literally puts hands and feet on one of his members just to prove, just to like get a point across to you, like, dude, we gotta be all in a line on something. He literally goes through like a major change in his
character. That nigga deadass had to go through a whole character arc. He had to mature and grow up as a captain and be more mature.
In terms of what it takes to be a captain. You want to talk about just fights? He unlocked Gear 2 and Gear 3.
He put belt to ass on Blue No in the second encounter.
2 of the big bats. Shoots the fucking government flag. I don't know what else you want. Outside of maybe Luffy never taking a loss.
I ain't gonna lie, I was so cold. Nigga, Usopp wasn't even part of the crew. He wasn't even part of the crew. He officially left the crew. And when Luffy said, Soldier couldn't go, shoot the flag, that nigga Usopp ain't say no words. He ain't do no count. That nigga shot that bit like, bro. That's how you know Luffy a real ass nigga, bro.
If Luffy just straight up beats everyone 10-0, 10-0, GG, I'm Luffy plus ratio, tra-la-la-la-la, I'm out of there. Luffy
yeah, this is S.
Beyond
the
S
other
tier.
S is probably, let me think, after this, Thriller Bark. I don't give a fuck about Thriller Bark. I don't give a fuck about Thriller Bark. D tier, nigga. Have that arc, nigga. Don't give a fuck about no Thriller Bark, nigga. And Sabaody, great arc. Nigga dead ass got his own decision got his whole crew wiped out. So that's D for him. Even though I love Sabaody. Amazon Lily, I'll give him nigga rizzed up the baddest chick in the whole show. I'll probably put that like B plus or A minus. Impel Down, I'm going S. Nah, he did lose a lot. Impel Down. I mean, he lost against Magellan, but so did Blackbeard. I might give him like A. At Marineford is my only thing about Marineford is that he didn't save Ace, but he has to be S for what that nigga was doing. Nigga was not even a year into being a pirate, and it was at war with the best of the best and earned the respect of like the strongest nigga in the show. We gotta do that
in this arc as a character and as like a performance of his character in there. I also think that just the way that he went
this
about
is my favorite arc in One Piece, by the way. Water 7 Enemy's Lobby is my favorite.
Handling Robin as well, because it's not just, I know Usopp's on the screen, but the way that he went about convincing Nico Robin to want to live, let alone to become a Straw Hat. There's no fucking way I don't give this an S. So I understand some people, if you think, oh, you could have handled the early half of Frankie better in Water 7, if you really want.
Yeah, but everything else this nigga did, this is like peak Luffy. This is dead ass. Like, if I had an argument, if I was gonna use a section of episodes or like an arc to convince you why Luffy's the GOAT, if I was gonna make a Luffy video about why Luffy's the GOAT, like how Buckethead Splash did, I would use mostly shit from Enies Lobby. W Mans, nigga dead ass went to a whole government organization to save his homegirl. Cold ass fights, Lucci verse. Base Lucci versus Luffy has some of the best hand-to-hand choreography in the show. Right? Oda was in his bag. I'm talking about character development. Nigga became way more of a leader, more mature, had to deal with what it takes to actually be a captain and a leader. Like, if I was gonna use an arc to show you that Luffy's him, then that guy, I'm using this.
On Team Usopp in Water 7, then sure, you might want to hold the grade. I'm not holding the grade. This is an S tier performance from Luffy, no question. Next up, Thriller Bark. Still haven't seen that backstory, by the way, chat. I got it.
Thriller Bark, I don't fucking know. Nightmare Luffy, he got Brook to the crew, so he was successful. He did get a Shadow Stone, though. He was getting whooped by Gecko. I'll give it C.
Keep it a bean. It's not even that I don't like the arc, chat.
C minus at best. I don't fucking know.
I mean this plain and simple. This is almost an F. I'm not gonna lie. But Luffy's really funny.
I'm giving this shit like a C minus, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He got Brook, so I don't know if I can give it like a complete F. But the nigga was he couldn't beat Gecko Moria in a 1-on-1. Gecko Moria fucking sucks. Nah.
And I'm gonna just call it what it is. It's almost, it should be an F, but Luffy's really funny. But
losing the shadows, yeah.
It's an awful display.
Shadow Luffy was tough.
Kinda gets done dirty the second the arc begins, losing his shadow. And this entire arc is dedicated
C minus
to saving Luffy. I don't know how I'm even gonna consider like a C or anything. The arc is dedicated to getting our captain's shadow back, per se. And then we got
niggas talking about some let me ride it.
Gotta fight our
shit was funny until Gecko Moria went 5 times.
captain damn near. So I don't see a realm where I can give Luffy but such a strong grade outside of, you know, when we literally see the amount of pain that he took. You enjoyed Thriller Bark? That's fine. I'm just talking about the
going C minus
character here. Now, someone in chat has a decent point. He has disadvantages for sure. I mean, if you don't know about the shadow thing, what the fuck are you gonna do about it, right? But I'm here to grade performance. I'll give him a D. I'm not gonna give him a full-blown F because it's not, I think F is, for anybody that gets an F in this series, you have to piss me off with your decisions. Luffy is so fucking mind-numbingly stupid. If he pissed me off with his decisions, we would have gave like a strictly all-on part performance in F, because that nigga was a dumb ass in that arc too. But he's a dumbass everywhere. But I think for many accounts, Luffy's just was not a hindrance, but I mean, he literally was a weapon used against his own crew and himself at one point. There's no way that I can go to even C tier. He doesn't, if he passes the class, he's retaking the class type shit. I'm giving him a D here, pause if needed. This is probably gonna be broken up, because they call this the Summit War arc, but I'm looking at what these arcs include.
Yeah, you can't make that like a saga.
I'm going to separate them Comment below why I shouldn't have separated the ones earlier, but I'm separating this one. I do think the story's changed here. Next
Yeah,
up,
definitely.
the Sabaody arc.
He has to get D here. He has to. He has to get D or F. Fantastic arc, but this nigga made his decision to punch his Celestial Dragon essentially, from his perspective, got his whole crew split up and shit.
This is
Maybe D for hindsight, but still.
very interesting.
Yeah, it has to be either D or F. One hand, the Straw Hats do get stronger and learn lessons, but on the other hand, his temper literally causes all of his crewmates to disappear.
Because in terms of technicality, I mean, he literally gets an F. He failed. And
Yeah.
the Straw Hats got doubted.
In terms of
right?
his arc and being a real ass nigga, he gets an S, but I have to bounce it out. Punching the Celestial Dragon, real nigga shit. Saying I don't give a fuck about the world government, real nigga shit. Getting your whole crew snatched, leadership is in question, but I gotta give him like a F plus. You a real ass nigga, but you basically failed on every aspect.
But I don't think this series is just about winning and losing fights. I think Luffy as a character shined insanely bright in this arc. This is like one of the most you need to lose arcs ever. So it depends what I'm going about it. What and this is all on me. How I want the future of this series, or just setting the tone on how I want to grade things. Because if we're talking about pass fail results of what you do, textbook F. I mean, literally textbook F. What
Yeah,
conversation? These niggas get slapped into different omniverses. They lost. But in terms of just like the character of Luffy in this arc, he's a fantastic character in this arc. Arguably, if someone said he shows the most of his character, I wouldn't say that, but it's one of them for sure. I'll go ahead and meet you at a C. Luffy gets a pass for me because
C, I don't know about a C. I don't know about a C. I do not know about a C. I do not know. I disagree. I think I couldn't have been F plus. Cause you a real ass nigga. I might meet you at a D minus. A D minus. Like your character was fantastic. Great voice acting, great, display of your character, your heart, your dog in you. But your actions quite literally got your whole crew sent across the fucking map. So I can't give you anything higher than like a D minus. I can't.
he is so impossibly going to do anything. Yeah, it's impossible for him to have done anything in these situations, unless you want to make One Piece the new Fight for My Friends ×5 anime. But pragmatically or realistically, or whatever the word is I dropped out, this is an F. He loses. On all accounts, he loses. I would grade his character as a C, but his performance, it's an F. I'll even say, for the sake of the series, if you had to make me choose, Sage, pick one so we can understand, go F. This is an F. But the character of Luffy is like damn near an A+. So you can pick how you want to grade this going forth. But in terms of his performance in Sabaody, I pretty much explained it rather well. Yeah, he punches the Celestial Dragon and all that shit. But doing that results in you doing some shit that you can't get out of, buddy. You got cooked. Amazon Lily is next. Amazon Lily, I mean,
I'll give it a B.
he gets pretty lucky,
I'll
this
give it a
one
B.
likes him a lot. But outside of that luck going for him, it's just the training arc. I mean, nothing.
B,
really
yeah,
is
I'm
in
thinking like a B. I'll give him a B.
He's
I'll
way
give
for
him
the
a
most
B.
part. I'll give him a B. It's not too much.
Yeah, I'll give him a B. He doesn't do no real crazy ass shit. This arc, I'll give him a B.
Threatening Luffy here. It just shows the growth that he has, and it's a lot. It's not much for him to do, but he didn't sell. Now, if you want to, I guess, technically give him an A because he succeeds everywhere, there you go. But I'm not giving him. You take a weak class, I'm not grading you. I'm not going to call you an S tier student if you pass your second grade class, Like, you know what I'm saying? If you read at a 5th grade reading level and you got all A's in the 1st grade reading class, I'm not giving you a fucking A, dog. I can't do it. But it is what it is. All that forehead, this is like 2 tops, buddy. Oh, Boa. Does Boa have a big forehead? Oh!
Yeah, he has a big ass forehead, nigga. Yeah, One Piece characters have big ass foreheads. God, nigga, hurt. You could dead ass fit a whole nother, bro. She got that Android 18 shit going on. That Vegeta shit. Y'all be talking about my nigga Vegeta. Y'all talk about Bull, big head ass.
Every dog has its day. She bad. Here y'all go. Next up,
Here come the horny niggas. The gooners, nigga. The
Impel Down. Ooh, this is interesting. Ooh, Impel Down might be the hardest to grade.
nigga said, it's okay, Rihanna got a big forehead too. Alright, bro. Impel Down is hard. He got hard. Bon Clay had to save this nigga and go through hell because he lost to Magellan. That puts you down a couple tiers. But at the same time, this nigga broke in and out of the most dangerous prison, the most infamous prison in the One Piece world. I don't know where to put this. I don't know if I could put this nigga. Where do I put this nigga? Where do I put Luffy? Because Impel Down is fire. I don't know. He rescues Jinbei. He rescues Croc. He basically amasses a massive army so he could go to Marineford. I guess S. Nah, S. I'm going A plus.
So here's what I'm thinking about Impel Down.
I'm going A plus.
We're trying to break Reddy out of jail.
I'm going A. This nigga survived Impel. Yeah, A plus. Cause this is fucking Impel Down. Losing against Magellan is not a crazy thing. I'm not gonna hold that two against this nigga. It's his Impel fucking Down. Bro.
Right out, we're cooked. Surviving Impel Down, though, is a big feat.
It is. Surviving Impel Down, especially if you've never been there. Yeah.
It wasn't an A plus performance surviving Impel Down.
No, I'm going A plus. I gotta get this nigga A plus, bro.
Down. But he did survive Impel Down.
He survived fucking Magellan, nigga. He survived fighting this nigga Magellan. Nobody. How many niggas say who ran into Magellan can say they survived? None, nigga.
So this is.
But Poison Man is literally like, nigga, unless you have top tier hockey and observation, what do you do against Poison Man?
Very tricky. Because how much do I want to credit for what he did? Because what he did is insanely impressive, but he did it in like a very ugly way. I mean, everyone can admit that. I'll give him a B because it's a pretty big feat. It's a great feat. Needed a lot of help to do it. He did what he could. And I know that sounds sorry, but no, I'm serious. It wasn't a dominant performance on the way out. It wasn't anything too character changing or anything too moving. Yes, you know.
Oh, he did get slammed by Blackbeard. He stood on business, but he got his ass beat by Blackbeard. I might have to put him like that, and Bon Clay having to carry you might drop you down to like A or A minus. But I'm strong on my A. I'm strong.
I have a couple of inner dialogues and all that stuff before some Straw Hat fan too gets pissed. But overall, especially comparative to other grades left and already given, yeah, it's not the best performance from Luffy at all, but it's definitely not the worst, and it's a very impressive feat. I'll give him a B. After Impel Down, we are at Marine
S.
4.
I do not give a fuck if he failed to save Ace. That nigga, I'm going S.
Luffy at Marine Ford. This is another one that's gonna be really tough to grade in my
S on real nigga factor, but he didn't save Ace. So if S is the highest, I don't know where I could put this nigga. Because on one hand, you failed your mission entirely. But on the same hand, you needed that failure to be to grow stronger. But we're just doing I don't know. This is decisive. Because Impel Down also was to save Ace. So Luffy might get a B plus. He might get a B.
Personal opinion. For a lot of you. For me, what?
I don't know. Oh, he did do this. Okay, we gotta run through this nigga's performance. The negatives. Ace died. Huge one. You get traumatized by seeing your brother die in front of you. Huge, you know what I'm saying? These are deductions, right? You can say I'm being sick, but these are deductions. You having to be carried by Whitebeard and the Whitebeard Pirates several times, deduction. You being basically watching these niggas, you cannot bang with at all. You cannot bang with none of these niggas. You getting banged up, that's another deduction. But the plus is this cold. Nigga, this is my thumbnail. If you go to my Marineford video, this is my thumbnail. Cold. Knowing he knows he can't do anything, but he did it because he's cold. Mark and the next cold moment he did. The next cold thing he did. He freed Ace. Cold. Put up at the biggest war to save his bro. Cold. Gaining respect from Whitebeard and standing 10 toes against Whitebeard. Cold. So that average, that's like 4 minuses and 4 pluses. I have to give him a B. I have to. Because losing Ace is such a big deduction. Because that was his entire objective for not only this arc, but the saga. I had to give him a B. I'm giving him a B. Maybe a B plus for real nigga factor.
But I'm going to grade Luffy Marineford.
Absolutely an S.
Nah. I can't give him an S because, hold on, I'm just mute this so I'm yapping. I don't think I can give Luffy an S because his brother died in front of him. You might say, well, that's Ace's fault. Da 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 da. But, Luffy, I remember it thoroughly. Luffy tried to reach for a Vivi card while Ace was fighting Alkainu, and then because he tried to get that Vivi card, guess what? Ace had to jump in front of him. So it's partly Luffy's fault, definitely. Is it Ace's fault a lot? Yes. But I have to give him a B plus because Ace died, right? I know most of that was Ace's fault, but then again, Luffy definitely played a role in that by trying to get that fucking Vivi card when he should be going full speed in the other direction.
This is like if LeBron, KD, and Curry were playing 21.
I'm going B. I'm locking it at B. Like, I'll go B plus because this nigga was moving like a dog, but B plus.
But then fucking Trae Young pulls up and Trae Young drops 50. And he still loses the game because, you know, at some point he got blown by, or at some point, you know, they had to sub him out because goddamn, he's not as good as the rest. But the fact that this nigga Luffy was able to do what he did, despite
Every insignificance and every disadvantage possible.
I have to give him an S. A part of me does want to say, on all accounts, he loses Ace. He couldn't do anything to stop Ace, and then he literally shuts down. I might even go A because of the fact that, yes, at some point he does shut down.
I'm going B plus. B plus.
But realistically, I mean, this is what everything you can do out of the character, but he does fail. And that's what's really holding me back. So I'm not even going to give him an S. I'm going to give him an A. I've talked myself down. I'm going to give him an A because he did everything rationally and possibly, and even went above what is possible for what he could do in that moment, changing the world quite literally. He loses Ace and shuts down.
He's getting a B plus from doing the coldest shit. Like, bro, my thumbnail, bro, that's literally my most second popular video on my channel. Like no lie. Like, bro, if I go to my channel, Jay's here. I know y'all can't see, but I'm on my phone right now. You know what I'm saying? My second most popular, like, full-length video, the most popular one is the second most popular one was is Marineford, and it was by far the most popular one for, like, it was popular until I released lamest niggas in fiction. Like, that video, like, it's actually one of my favorites. I ain't gonna lie.
But as someone in chat said, and a very good point, it wasn't even his fault that he lost Ace. Ace spins around and goes back and then gets cooked. So it's not on Luffy that he went there and did that. I'm giving Luffy an A. Final answer, I'm giving Luffy an A because that's a good point. I'm giving Luffy an A. Did everything he possibly could in a gangsta ass way. This, if you want to say non-sage, go back to S. I'm not mad at you. But when I'm comparing it to a Water 7 arc per se, Luffy was undeniable. This one, he was denied literally. So, but this is as good as he could have done. Sympathy points be damned. This is dead ass everything you could ask for Luffy at this moment in time to do. He did it and not even to the best of his abilities. He won and his asset got rage baited. Thank you for the reminder, chat. That's actually a fire.
Yeah, Ace, dead ass. That nigga died to a daddy joke. That nigga Ace really died because of a yo daddy joke, bro.
The return to Sabaody.
Return to Sabaody, I guess B.
I'm not gonna grade that. I'm not gonna even pull it. Whatever, like,
cool ass moment, but
it's not worth yapping about. I guess if you want to give me a grade B, it's nothing.
Nothing too notable. Fishman Island, I don't know what the fuck.
Like, nothing like. We're just gonna move on to Fishman Island. You don't have to like the arc.
Fishman Island, bro, basically helped unify. Basically helped clear out name of the allegations of Fishman Island. Saved the nigga. Deadass said, "Oh yeah, this thing's heading towards Fishman Island. This big boat. I'm gonna destroy it." Befriended Jinbei. He was already great friends with Jinbei, but he solidified ties with Jinbei, like Jinbei being his brother, essentially. Saving the princess, clearing his name, trying to write his. I give it an A.
This is an A. This is an A.
Yeah, I thought A2. I thought A2.
It's not an S. Honestly, it's an S. Yeah, honestly, it's an S. You don't have to like the arc. I don't like the arc, but this is an S. And on all accounts. I mean,
I'm going A. I'm going A.
Undeniable this arc. No one could stop him. Literally, unless literal sea salt was inbound, nobody could stop him. Unless you threw the fucking Atlantic.
Nigga, it took Cody Jones overdosing on perk 30s and fentanyl to even contend with this nigga.
Ocean at Luffy, you couldn't stop him. He was undeniable. He literally was fuck you, Luffy better Red Hawk, fuck you, Luffy better Gear 3, hockey punches and all that shit. You couldn't stop him. You couldn't stop. Damn near couldn't stop Zoro.
Because that's also because Cody's a bum ass nigga. That nigga a fishman lost to the second in command underwater. You bum bitch. That's like, yo. Yeah, nigga, Hody no, I gotta talk. Hody's a bum ass nigga, bro. I'm sorry. Hody's a fucking bum. Hody's a bum. Hody's a fucking bum ass. He's a bum. That nigga a bum, bro. You fight a nigga under and you, bro. Nigga, that's like somebody walks into your house. Bro, it's like a nigga, bro. Not even on, let's say you beef with somebody and he sends his little brother to fight you. That nigga walks into your house, whoops your ass, and no diss you. Nigga, how are you sorry on your own court? Trash ass villain, bro.
I was underwater cooking niggas. These niggas were taking literal drugs to keep up with Luffy, dog.
Nigga was dead ass, bro. When I watched the Sensei video, bro, I watched the Sensei video where he was talking about post time skip, you know, the one where he was rapping, you know, the video that's an hour long, that long ass Sensei video, you know, post time skip One Piece. Bro, when I watched that, this was before I was like all the way caught up with One Piece. That nigga said who he was taking perks. And I like, this nigga gotta be joking. And then he was taking perks. He was dead ass popping Percocets. That's why by the time the arc was over, his hair was white. Cause he was popping pills.
I don't need to talk about it. Yeah, I don't need to talk about it. They were taking literal drugs to keep up with Luffy. S tier. Get out of here. He had a whole ass.
Nigga, Luffy dead ass could have gone Gear 4 any time, but he just chose not to.
Great point. He had Gear 4 and just said.
He said, man, this nigga sorry. he don't need this shit.
Key, the nigga has Gear 4 in the tuck and he's just like, nah.
Nigga too sorry. He don't deserve Gear 4.
I don't need it, so whatever. Next up is Punk Hazard. Punk Hazard already, I won't give a failing grade no matter what. He convinces Law.
I don't know. I'll give it like a, he lost to Caesar, but he beat Caesar's ass. I guess B. I mean, he convinces Law. He's in an alliance with Law. I guess B.
Which is a big fucking deal, considering who Law is. He, you know, recruits kind of, sort of Kinemon, which, again, is a big fucking deal. So,
B+.
For that, he doesn't fail. Straw Hat fans, I gotta keep it a bean, bro. He's C+ at best, though. Law handled his shit this arc, and that's fine. Yeah, okay.
No, I don't know. B+ maybe. I don't think it's the same as Marine Ford. No, I gotta thump that shit down. Maybe like B. Maybe B-. Because he did lose to Caesar. Caesar's a hoe. Punk Hazard, the details are hazy, but B-.
We don't have to lie, chat. We don't have to lie. We don't have to cap. We don't have to do any of these things to prove points. Law handled his shit. I'm sorry. There's a reason why you guys glaze Law so much. And it's because in the first time you seen him, he handled his shit. Look, Law comes through, cut the goddamn building in half. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's I don't know what you want. The motherfucking Law handled his shit. Luffy just did what he needed to do. He beats Punk. What is that nigga name? Caesar. He beat Caesar. Cool shit. Almost got cooked by him earlier. Cool shit. Typical shit. Nothing too crazy there. This is pretty much an average Luffy performance, but I would give him a B rather than a C because he recruits Law, and that's a pretty big fucking deal. I don't even think I'm gonna get a lot of shit for that. Next up,
I'm gonna go B. I don't care.
One of the more cherished One Piece arcs, and definitely one of the longer ones. Whoo-wee! Let's talk about it. The dress robe.
Oh my fucking god, the arc, the long ass arc, bro. Oh my fucking god, bro. He beat Doflamingo. That was some real shit. He saved Law from his inner demons and prevented that nigga from becoming a Sasuke. Dead ass, like, became, and this arc, Law and him basically became brothers at this point. They became brothers, like real homies. Like, they homies now. Whether Law wants to admit it or not. Saved the whole nation, earned the respect of Fujitora, He did get folded. He did get sent across the map by Doflamingo. We can admit to that. But I'm giving him an A. I'll give him an A+.
Osa arc. This is interesting. And I'm not gonna lie. When I sit here and think about it, does Luffy at some point painfully troll and piss me off in this arc? Yeah. Fighting Buoyancy Boy in the goddamn room, very annoying.
Oh, that Bellamy shit pissed me off so much, but I'm going A+.
Give him a very strong B+, maybe even an A- though. Very strong B+, if not A-, because we talk about advantages of Skypiea. Dressrosa,
Everything's against Luffy.
I'm going A+.
everything's against Luffy here. And sometimes he puts himself into the shit, to be fair. Again, Buoyancy Boy. For the most part, Luffy's just going in blind into enemy territory. Then he gets trapped in enemy territory via birdcage, and he still finds a way to get the W. He deals with a nigga awakening his goddamn quirk. Still finds a way to get a W. Granted, gets bailed out, avoiding sugar there, but what are you gonna do there? He tanks a ton of hits. He wins the arc he wanted to win the arc, even though it annoyed me personally. As far as the character goes, I think it's great for his character. I mean, obviously, you meet Sabo, other shit like that. Lucy in itself was fire. And beating Doflamingo is a big fucking deal. Yeah, so, beating Doflamingo itself is a pretty big fucking deal, and he beats him almost just straight up clean 1v1. If not, you have to give him that clean 1v1. Yeah, I don't think there's too much to talk about necessarily, but it's definitely comp. It's comp for sure. He also fights, he did fight a fucking Admiral here. Yeah, I'm going A-, because he does briefly squash with Admiral as well. It's not the longest fight, to be fair. I'm not gonna gaslight it, but I was already teetering B+, A-. I'm gonna go A- because its impact on the world is huge. Its impact on the world is huge, even if you don't think that
Nigga, stop drug trafficking.
Luffy was like this undeniable Fishman Island slapping fucking demonoid, even though he kind of was. Next up, this is Zoe. And this one, I might have to let chat kind of potentially gaslight me here.
So, does the nigga really even do anything? I guess C.
Yeah, I have to look at it again. But I want to say in Zoe, there's not much for Luffy to do.
It's just a lore arc. I'm going C.
From Luffy's perspective? Yeah, honestly, I'm going to give him he skipped class. Because it's really not much
like
for
a
Luffy.
C+, or just not really admitting it. Because, this nigga really couldn't do much. He kind of played just a backseat role.
To do here. Yeah, it's not much from Luffy's point of view. If you like the arc, you like the arc. I'm seeing some people in chat say they don't like the arc. Fine, whatever. For Luffy specifically, it's not that much for him to do. If anything, you could talk about Nico Robin or if anything,
Sanji,
you could talk about
Nico Robin, like anyone that's not Luffy
in here, or just the Zoe in general. This arc, I was looking forward to grading this arc.
Whole cake is S. I'm not even capping. It's S.
Because this, ooh-wee. Next up, Whole Cake Island arc.
Go S.
I'm not gonna lie. Go yourself.
This is an S+.
Yeah, I disagree. I just agree. I just 100%. Like, Marineford, I could debate you. Water 7, barely. I'd probably go Water 7's like an A+ to S. This is just an undeniable S, my nigga. Like, Water 7, I might give you an A+, but if you want to get an S, I'm cool with that. Marineford, I disagree with you on giving it when he said S, I disagree, but when he died it down to like an A, I'm like, okay, that makes more sense because I have him at B+. This is just an undeniable S, my nigga. The mirror break alone was cold. The mirror break alone was cold as fuck. Like, we can't even deny that was some hard body. Am I getting hold, chat? Because this is one of my better reactions. Am I getting hold? Did I actively get hold by my own computer once more? Nah, we gotta talk about when he put up on that nigga Katakuri and broke the mirror, bro. Nigga, it was so tough. I made an edit about that shit. I dead ass made an edit. I made a whole edit. And but I ain't gonna lie, this is not really to video, but if my mic cut out, I'm gonna have to mute a massive part of the video. Like that my computer likes to do that sometimes. I don't know why. I don't know why. Hopefully it was only for like 2 to 3 minutes, because if it was for the whole shit, then I have a lot of cutting out to do. But nah, bro, we gotta go to this, bro. Hold on. This was one of my earlier edits. This was one of the earlier ones. Let me go. This was this one. This was like summer break. It's like
Jack beating the wicked Jack so quick. Jack with a just smash on that bitch. Terrifying these niggas so 666 we like that shit. Say
It's not devil affiliated. It's just the song. Chill out. Nigga in the mirror, bro.
Terrifying these niggas so 666 we like that shit. See Jack beating the wicked Jack so quick. Jack with a just
Nigga
smash on that
said.
bitch. Terrifying these.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We running these ones, nigga.
We like that shit. See.
Oh!
Jack with a just smash on that bitch. Terrifying these niggas so 666 we like that shit. See.
Nah, that's cold. That's cold. That was cold. That was cold.
Us.
That was cold. That was
This
cold.
honestly might be the best grade that he has.
Yeah, I honestly think that this is his S. This is his best rating.
It is.
Whole Cake is actually one of my.
What's my favorite thing about
Damn. Whole Cake is one of my favorite abs. See, nigga, brain malfunction. Whole Cake is one of my favorite arcs in One Piece.
Fuck you, good masterclass from Luffy. Fuck you, good masterclass from Luffy. From tanking an entire army to convincing one of your Straw Hats who actually declared that they left, to winning a 1v1 in a different dimension, and then when you escaped that dimension, you went back into enemy territory, to fighting someone who's way
Out of your league and not dying.
Luffy was on a generational run here.
This is Goofy's best arc. I'm convinced. I might make a video about Whole Cake, but that's gonna have to wait. That's gonna be a long ass video. Or if I make a video about Whole Cake, which I plan to do, that is a long ass. That is a long ass video. That's like, it's at bare minimum like 20 minutes if I make that video. Bare minimum 20 minutes.
Generational run. He even is able to paralyze an emperor briefly, granted through trauma, but does that for, it's insane shit. It's like you take the undeniability from him, you give him one enemy that's going to push him to the brink of category, but then on top of that, you add like 15
On
major
top of beating category and earning his respect, you gotta consider this nigga having one of the best fight in the show. The best fight in the show, or it's definitely a runner-up. You gotta consider this nigga fighting a whole army by himself. You gotta consider this nigga his moments with Sanji, which were fantastic. You gotta consider this nigga breaking the mirror. You gotta consider him not even losing a fight, really, unless you want to count Big Mom, but that's a Yonko. So yeah, this is S. This is S.
The Straw Hat moments there. All the shit with him and Sanji just goes for it as well. It's without a doubt probably his best performance. Maybe when I'm talking about arcs in the future, I'll change my mind. But yeah, this is without a doubt just. I don't know how it is an S plus. The only argument here, to be honest, is just arguing that an arc I've said prior to or after is a better performance. But saying that this isn't an S tier performance from Luffy, you're being different.
Cutting from the category to fight the fucking Sanji. Cookie Cake was the worst shit I ever seen. Nah, they do love to do that shit in the anime, bro.
Is this the setup for Wano? Oh, I'm not counting that shit. All right, so for those that are like, but there's an arc in between. I mean, this is the arc where like they set up the rules and regulations for stretch episode.
Reverie wasn't even at the Reverie, my nigga. Who cares?
Station on the ship, and then we're in the meeting room.
We just gonna skip that.
Oh,
Wano. This is, he got folded like 4 times by this nigga Kaido. He unlocked Gear 5. I'm gonna go with the pros and cons. Like, losing to Kaido multiple times, L's, right? Nigga unlocking Gear 5, massive pro. This nigga, the aura farming this nigga was doing on the rooftop was cold. You needing Zoro and everyone else to give you a lot of help on the rooftop was also a thing, right? We also have to take deductions on that. You then proceed to unlock Advanced Conqueror's Coding, and running the ones with fucking Kaido is a big plus. You having that dog in you, Luffy always has that dog in him. The Udon prison training arc is it was a cool little training arc. It was cool, but I'd probably give Luffy like an S minus. I'm giving him an S minus. You lose a lot, but at the same time, this has some of Luffy's coldest moments.
that's why I honestly can't rank it so high. Yeah, if you're a lateral thinker,
You're about to call me a hypocrite.
this is at least an A plus conversation for us without a shadow.
Yeah, S minus. I'm going S minus. The losses against Kaido definitely dump it down, but this nigga was cold, bro. That nigga was cold, bro. We doing footage, nigga. We doing more footage. Yay, more footage. What the fuck am I doing? Nigga making yo gabba gabba sounds and shit, but hey, nah. Nah, I'm pulling up this nigga was cold, bro. I don't know if it was the animation, but this nigga was aura forming, bro. And nigga started moving. Nigga got that bro, he dead ass got Gear 5 and started moving different, bro. Nah. Gear 5 Luffy aura form. I know the exact, y'all probably know the exact one I'm talking about, bro. Nah, bro. That nigga it was this one. This nigga was aura forming, bro. Nigga was dead ass aura forming, bro.
Spending time with the ones you love is priceless. That's why Kroger Delivery makes
that might dead ass be the next one, an aura forming video. Cause I already dropped the Goku
groceries in our refrigerated trucks.
Nah, look. Who is he feeling like? Look at the nigga posing, bro. Nigga said anime, bro. Who is he feeling like? Nigga touching his chest. He's like, oh yeah, the hoes is watching. Yeah, what is this melody? I'm feeling the beat. Nigga, like, bro, he's oral farming, bro. He oral farming, bro. Nigga oral farming, bro. Yeah, that nigga like a man. Got that nigga, bro. They had that nigga looking cold, bro. They had that nigga looking cold. Yo, that nigga looks so cold here, bro. I'm not even a big movie glazer. Y'all know Goku my Guru is king, but that nigga look cold as fuck. Oh, this video gonna be long. This is all, nigga. I might be Daquan. I might be I'm Dante. I turned this shit from like. What? I skipped a lot. Let's say it's 25 minutes with me skipping, nigga. This shit is damn near an hour. God damn, I'm yapping.
Yeah, like honestly, you're doing a lot to tell me that those two are the same. A lot to tell me that those two are the same. You're telling me that Alabasta was for saving a country. Wano is as well, but Wano has, you know.
Way higher f***ing stakes.
Yeah, Wano was a whole Wano was a war. Nigga, Wano, Alabasta was, hey, we need to save this girl's country. We need to free her people. Nigga, Wano was, this is war. Nigga, we gonna get back. Wano had a history behind it, nigga, like, bro.
It's than just the land of water. Okay?
you see,
nigga, we find a Yako, nigga, we find an emperor.
If we lose these Kaido niggas are running amok. They team up with Big Mom, and we don't know what happens. And that's just the floor.
Yeah, I mean, he lost, but it's the big nigga Kaido. If it's a band for band, always bet with Kaido. It's that Kaido.
This shit is a big fucking deal when you're boxing a goddamn Yonko. All right? Fuck all of that shit. On top of that, even in one of the salty reruns that we must mention, if anybody is going to really hold me to that earlier, which is fine. I just think it's lateral. You're not allowing full context. One of them... Fuck me, are you thinking it's Mickey?
Nigga, if Luffy lost, niggas Kaido and Big Mom would dead ass rule the seas.
One of them Kaido thinks was Mickey. the nigga Kaido literally sits there and he's pissed off thinking he got another Mickey W, and he starts ranting about, damn it, this happened again. So, like the reason for...
Nah, I'm gonna wrap up Egghead pretty quickly because this is a long ass video. Egghead, I'm going S with Egghead. I might go with S. I know Sage hasn't finished that, so this is obviously spoiler territory, but him grabbing Saturn, that bitch ass nigga Saturn and Kizaru, that was cold. Him beating Rob Lucci was cold. Him beating the Seraphims was solid. He let Vegapunk die though. He was laughing. That was I'm giving him like a S. But yeah, Luffy, Luffy's that guy. But that being said, it's your boy Jay. Stay healthy, stay wealthy, stay blessed. Shout out my dog TSO Sage, man. Subscribe to him. And yeah, I'm out.